lucky couples could win over $7,000 in cash as they test their skill and take a chance on the turn of a card on Play Your Cards Right. Now, let's welcome the host of the show, Ugly Dave Gray.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. This is the show. If you haven't caught us before, let me explain. This is the only show on TV where the flick of a card can mean in excess of $7,000 to one of our lucky couples. Thank you. And I'm really excited tonight because I've had a letter from a well-wisher. I have. Said, "Dear Dave, I wish you was down a well." A little humour there to start the show. We have humour and glamour. And if you're looking for glamour, we have it. We have two beautiful girls, our hostesses, Adele and Kerry. Make them welcome. Here they are. And I got to tell you, Adele was showing me a watch from her boyfriend earlier on today, weren't you? You what? And I said, look at it. I said, there's nothing inside it. She said, no, he's giving me the works tonight. She said, didn't you? She said, oh, they've got to watch these girls. Girls, would you like to wander over there? You look beautiful. And set up the board. There we are. Lovely. We'd like you to keep your applause going and welcome back our reigning champs at the moment. They haven't got a lot at the moment, but they're hoping to make it a lot more. $280 to Binance. Here they are. Welcome again. Have you settled down a bit?
Guys, fully relaxed.
You've
tonight.
settled down a bit?
Relaxed tonight, I am.
Well, really relaxed.
Really relaxed.
Good. Anything else you want to tell us as far as being relaxed?
No.
No. Listen, let me ask you, Ian, is she jealous at all?
Sometimes she's jealous, yes, she is a little bit.
What gets her really jealous?
Probably that look just then is about what...
Really? Do you know, I'll give you a good tip. I'll give you a good tip. If you find the wife's a bit jealous, when I take another girl out, say, I get home at 2 in the morning and tell the wife the truth, but I have a piece of chalk behind my ear. And it always works. Always works. I walk in, she said, where have you been till 2 o'clock this morning? I said, I've been out with this lovely blonde, I took her for dinner, you know, I had a lovely time, and, you know, I took her home, and that's it. She says, you're a liar, you've been playing darts, you've still got the chalk behind your ear. Always works. Always works. You want to do that? We only met your challengers very briefly last night. We'll have more of a chat with them tonight. Make them welcome the Troys. Here they are. Dennis and Colette. Well, I detect an accent there, Dennis. Where are you from?
Oh, from Ireland.
From Ireland? What about all the Irish jokes they do today? Did you get offended?
No, not in the slightest.
Do you know any good Irish jokes?
We hear thousands, but forget them as quick as I heard them.
You hear he hears thousands. He hears thousands of them. I love the accent. Colette, you from... Oh, you must be with a name like that. How long have you been in Australia?
Oh, about a year and 2 months.
Yeah. And happy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Family?
No, not yet.
Do you... We were talking the other night about pet names. Do you have pet names for each other? Hey, go on.
Well, this is Pooch.
Pooch. What is he?
Dingo.
Dingo?
Dingo.
Dingo. What's a dingo?
It's short for Dennis.
Oh, Dingo Dennis. Here, Dingo. Hey, that doesn't sound nice.
Actually, it's her Pooch.
It's her Pooch. And who talked you into coming on the show tonight?
Oh.
Dennis.
Did he? Listen, you young just let me ask you, just before we get rolling with the game, I asked this to one of our contestants. If we gave you $1 million, what would you do with it?
Spend it.
Well, I know that. I mean, how would you spend it?
Oh, what would we do with $1 million?
Have you got hobbies you would spend it on?
Well, yeah, we have, but...
Do you race cars or anything like that?
No.
Don't you like Four on the Floor?
No. I think we'd go on a nice world trip.
You go on a nice world trip. You wouldn't enjoy it. You wouldn't enjoy it.
No.
I went round the world last year, hated it. I'm going somewhere else next year. Definitely. Listen, we won't chat anymore because I know you want to try and win some money, and we wish you all the luck in the world, and let's get started. Here we go. Oh, Oh, this is where we left the game last night, if you remember. You had had a go and busted, and it was our champs' turn to see how they could fare. That's right. We'd played the bottom line. You're now back to your base card, ready for the next game. But the Binans hadn't had their go yet, so we're still on that previous question. Right, what do you want to do? Lower than a king, and it is? It's an ace. Oh, it's an ace. I'm sorry about that. I don't look sorry, but I am really sorry. Right, here we go with the next question. We asked a group of women married over 10 years, in the middle of a kiss, have you ever opened your eyes and caught your husband watching the telly? How many said yes, they had? And the question is to you, champs, how many do you think said they had?
90%.
Sue?
Not many, I don't know. How many?
30%.
Have you ever opened your eyes when you're kissing the big fella?
No, I haven't. No.
And you should
I'm
open
not
it.
game, yeah.
Well, what do you reckon? Can you put a number on it?
Oh, 30%.
30%. We'll lock in 30. Dennis, Colette, higher or lower than 30?
Too little leeway.
Do you think our survey was higher or lower?
Okay, well,
Higher.
Higher. Higher than 30. Well, the actual number that said they had was 22. It was lower. It was lower. Right. There's your king again.
lower.
Lower than a king, and it is? It's a 5. It's a 5.
We've had all high cards, so go higher.
You can freeze if you like. You can freeze if you like. What do you want to do?
We'll go higher.
You'll go higher than a 5. Higher than a 5, and it is?
Yeah.
It's a jack. Good card. Good card. What do you do? What do you do? Lower. Lower than a jack. Lower than a jack, and it is? It's a 7. Okay. You're going to freeze. That'll protect your new base card over there. And here's our sudden death question. We've got to get a result now. We asked a group of married men, what would bother you more? If a robber stole all your money, or if another man stole your wife? What percentage said if someone stole their money, it would bother them more? What percentage, Dennis and Colette? What percentage said it would bother them more if somebody stole their money? What do you think, Colette? Can you put a figure on it, love? What do you think? You're having a whisper there. What do you think? Can you put a number on it?
46%.
46. Oh, 46. We've got it. Do you think our survey was higher or lower? What do you reckon, Ian? Lower. They say lower. The actual number that said it would bother them if they stole their money more was 8. Now then, at this point, now just let me explain, Ian and Sue. You have a choice now of changing your card and playing out, or forcing the choice to play. And they can't freeze, they've got to play right out. It's your option because it's a sudden death question. What do you want to do?
We've only got one
What do you want to do, Ian? What do you want to do?
We'll change it and play it.
You'll change and play. Right, all right. You'll change the 7 to a big 8. Lower than an ace for the game, and it is? Would you believe the Troys have won now because you bombed out there? How about that? We're going to have a commercial break, and we'll be back right after these important messages. Don't go away.
On Celebrity Family Feud, the Deltones sing for their supper in a feast of fun that puts our top athletes on the run.
There was a problem with the car.
You pranged it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Can this double duo go all the way for a win?
Oh, I got to go with the crowd.
Then at 8, meet Janet L and Shirley Straw.
Yes, sir!
And take the plunge with Tracy Wickham. But look who makes a cameo appearance. Celebrity Family Feud and Celebrity Wheel of Fortune tonight on 7.
Yeah, you've really got me going. You've got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Yeah, you really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, you really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. You really got me.
the challengers one game up. They won by default, would you believe? So here we go now, right on to game number 2. So, champs, you've got to pull your socks up. Here we go with the question. And the question is for you. We've seen all those old prison movies where a convict is wearing a ball and chain so that he can't get away. Now, we asked a group of married men, are there ever times when being married makes you feel like you're wearing a ball and chain? What percentage said there is? I dare you to answer. I dare you. I dare you to answer.
I'm standing on his foot here.
She's standing on his foot. What percentage said there were times when they felt they had a ball and chain?
75%.
75. All right, we'll lock in 75. What do you reckon, Dennis? Lower.
Lower, yeah.
Right. Dennis and Colette say lower. And the actual number that said, yes, there are times was 38. There's your base card, Denny. What a beautiful card. Oh. Lower than an ace, and it is. It's off. Higher than a 2, and it is. Oh. Please. Very wise. Protect your base card with an 8. It's a middle of the deck. That's a lousy card. All right. We asked a group of housewives, have you ever bought pre-prepared food and pretended you cooked it yourself? What percentage said, of course I have? What percentage said they had? What is it? Have you ever done that, Colette? Can you be a
Yeah.
Have you? Well, you're rotten. Every day of the week. Ah, sure, Megara. What do you reckon? Can you put a number on that, folks?
65.
65. All right, we'll lock in 65. Higher or lower, do you think?
Lower.
All right, the Barnum said lower. The actual number that said they had was... It was lower. It was lower.
There we go.
All right, there we are. There's your starting card. That's your base card.
Your decision.
Change it. We'll change it.
Change it. They'll change it. All right. Oh, dear me. You've gone from bad to worse.
We'll just go lower.
You've gone lower. Lower than an 8. Lower than an 8. And it is... Oh! You get nothing for a pair. Not in this game. And look at the Troys. They've only 2 cards to go. You can't change that 8, Dennis, because you didn't answer the question correctly. But you can still win the game and the match.
Many 8s, man, yeah.
Lower. Lower than an 8. Lower than an 8. And it is. Yes. This is for the game and the match. Higher than a 2, and it is. Yay! Fabulous. New champions. There we are. We have new champions. And... Oh, yes. Our retiring champs don't go away empty-handed. We have a lovely memento for you to take away with you. Have a look at this.
Congratulations! You've won beautifully hand-painted glassware from Israel comprising vanity, hostess and floral sets. Truly, a fine gift in glass. Compliments of Simron.
There we are. Now then, this is the part, Dennis and Colette, this is the part that really matters, where you're going to play for actual money. So if you want to go up on your little rostrum there, and I'll have a bit of a chat to you. Go on, there we are, round there. All right. Now, this is what is going to happen, you see. Oh, listen, before we go any further, I didn't ask you what you did for a living.
Oh, I'm a technician.
You're a technician?
Yep.
For who?
For an office equipment company.
So you could do with a few extra shillings?
Oh, you're not kidding.
Good on you, Dennis. Well, look, our girls are just loading the money game board over there. And what's going to happen is this. I'll pop over and tell you, relax, and that way you'll win more money. All right? First of all, we're going to give you $50 in your bank, right? And then with that $50, you go along the bottom line, just as you've been playing before, predicting high, low, but this time you put money on each prediction. And it's entirely up to you what you put on. When you get to the end, we take you up there where we give you another $50 in your bank. Take you along, same procedure. Then we take you up to here for your big bet. And your big bet, you must gamble at least half of your money that you've got at that time in your bank. All right, one more last thing. At the start of each row is a base card, and you're allowed to change them. All right, $50 in your bank. Best of luck to you both, and here's your first card. Oh, it's a rotten 7. Change it. All right. Well, you cut the cards yourself.
Lower.
The lot?
40 lower.
40 lower. 40 lower, and it is... Oh! $90 you have. $90.
What did I 70 higher. 70 higher.
70 higher. $70 and higher, and it is... You're down to $20. $20.
The lot higher.
The lot higher. The lot higher, and it is... Yes. You got 40s. And as we take you over there, we give you another 50. That makes you $90 you've got there. You'll change. You want to change?
Well, no. 10 is okay. 10 is okay.
What do you want to do?
We go... No, we leave it.
$90 you have in your bank. 90?
60 lower.
What do you want to do?
60 lower.
60 and lower. 60 and lower than a 10, and it is... Yes! You've got $150. 150.
50 higher.
50 and higher. All right, 50 and higher, and it is... Well, that's a good card. $100 and a 2.
It's a lot. Yeah.
They're going the whole lot higher than a 2 for $100. Yes. $200.
The lot lower.
The lot lower, which will give you $400. Best of luck. Here we go. Lower than the king, and it is... Come down here. Come down here. Fabulous. Lovely. Well, $400. We can't take that away from you, that's sure. All right, we're going to have a short commercial break now, are we? We are indeed. And we'll be back with some new contestants. Don't go away.
7:30 Sunday.
We want to know who's best, the boys or the girls here on the main event.
It's the Battle of the Sexes Round 2.
Come on, put it to me.
Monica, Marika and Georgie Parker take on Guy Leach, Darren Hinch and Agro.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot.
How well do you know the Turtles? And can you name that tune before the stars?
Don't ask me, I'm not even real.
And someone will drive away in a brand new Subaru.
It's there for the winning.
Don't miss a heart-stopping finish on the main event. 7:30 Sunday, right before the movie on 7.
Mice, they'll let you have that pass when they know it's too late. Mice, always hanging around to get you out of scrapes. Mice, how do you feel? I feel like a tourist. I feel like a tourist. Mate, like a two-week draft group.
And now, back to Play Your Cards Right and Ugly Dave Play.
Well, here we are back with our new champs. They've got $400 in the bank. They want to make it a lot more, but right now we're going to introduce two people that are going to try and see they don't make a lot more. Would you please make welcome the Cuffs? Here they are. Hello, Deb. You're freezing. Warren, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Let's have a brief chat with you, then we'll play our first game. How long have you two been married?
9 months.
9 months.
I thought it was 8.
You thought it was 8? And it only seems like yesterday.
Yeah.
And you know what a lousy day yesterday. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I said, and do you plan to have a family?
Mm.
Have you got pet names for each other yet?
Yes.
What? Go on, tell us quick.
Yeah, on.
Wazzy or possum pie?
Possum pie. That's nice, isn't it? And what's your pet name?
Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear. All right, Pooh Bear and Wazzy Pie. Get ready to play, and here we go. Possum Pie, I like that. Here we go. Do you know the rules, Deb and Warren? Yep. I ask a question, the champs get the first question, and they tell us what they think our survey came up with. Then I ask you if you think our survey was higher or lower than their answer. Okay? And whoever's the closest gets to play the cards. Right, we asked a group of single men over 25. There's a whole new vogue for women to indulge in bodybuilding. Would you go out with a girl who had bigger muscles than you? What percentage said they would not go out with a girl who had bigger muscles?
So they would not.
Would not.
They wouldn't go out. What percentage said they wouldn't go out? What do you reckon, Colette?
70%.
We're getting all bids in the audience, 90, 62. What do you think, Dennis?
We say 60%.
60. We'll lock in 60. Deb and Warren, higher or lower? Higher.
Yep.
I think Deb wanted to go lower. All right. You say higher. And the actual number that said they would not go out with a girl with bigger muscles was 68. All right, the cuffs. Here we are. There's your base card. It's a beautiful little 3. Lower than a 3, and it is. Oh, it's an 8. What do you want to do? You can freeze if you like. What do you want to do? Or you can...
Freeze, please.
All right, you're going to freeze. Okay, there we are. Right. Well, that's the state of the game, and we'll take a little break right about now. Don't go away.
Harry's little game destroys the files.
I might have screwed up somewhere here, guys.
Cheryl mixes up blood tests.
I don't know how I could have been so.
And a weekend camping in the bush
It's great.
turns into a nightmare.
She should be back by now.
Just Jeans presents A Country Practice, 7:30 Monday.
When I buy a van, it has to deliver. And I mean deliver. This Mitsubishi Express does it better than ever. It's got tons of power, loads of space, and all the creature comforts. But at the end of the day, I'm running a business, and I have to make money. That's why I buy Express.
The store of gadgets.
The clever, the ingenious, and the downright silly.
There's something for everyone on Beyond 2000, 8:30 Tuesday on 7.
And now, back to Play Your Cards Right and Ugly Dave Gray.
I have it in my hot little hand, the question. And here we go with question number 2, all right. And this is to the challengers, all right. We asked a group of women married more than 10 years. When it comes to doing things about the house, does your husband respond better to coaxing or nagging? What percentage said their husbands respond better to nagging? What do you think, Debbie? Do you nag in?
No, never.
No.
No.
What percentage do you reckon? Warren? Can you put a figure on it?
I'd say 60.
60. We'll lock in 60. Do you think our survey was higher or lower? What do you think, Dennis?
Lower.
Lower, they say lower. The actual number that said they respond better to nagging was 20. You're right. Right, the Troys, there's your base card. It's a 10. What do you want to do?
Lower.
Lower than a 10. Lower than a 10, and it is. It's an 8.
Freeze.
Freeze. You'll freeze there, protecting your base card. We asked a number of single men over 25. Are you a bust or a leg man? What percentage said they were a leg man? What about you? Are you a boobs or a leg man?
I'm a leg man.
Are you? He said somewhere in between. Can you put a number on that?
About 70%.
70 said they're leg men. Oh, all right, we've locked in 70. What do you say?
I think lower.
Lower. They say lower. The actual number that said they were leg men were 63. 63. All right, that means that the cuffs can change a card if you want.
Change, please.
Change. Right, and it is a 10. What do you want to do?
Lower.
Lower than a 10, lower than a 10, and it is a 7. 7. What do you want to do?
We'll go higher.
Higher. Higher than a 7, and it is. It's a 9. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Freeze, please.
You'll freeze, all right? You'll freeze there. And on that part of the show, freezing on a 9, we'll see what happens when we come back to play your cards right again, because we're right out of time. Good night, girls. Good night, folks. Good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye.
cast and crew always enjoy 6-star service with Ansett. We use Grace Brothers Removals, the professionals. Models dressed by to a lady from John, Stafford City. This is a Grundy television production in association with the 7 Network.